contestant is Dan Bloodworth. Look before you leave. Look before you leave. Dan Bloodworth.
Have you ever been water skiing? Show of hands. Good. Have you ever been snow skiing? Quite a few. Have you ever done both? Well, some of you will know what I'm talking about. Madam Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. When I grew up, my dad had a boat. He also had 7 kids. We went to the lake almost every weekend during the summer. I learned how to ski. I could get up, I could cross the lake, and that was the extent of my great knowledge. I had a little sister and a little brother. They could slalom, they could go backwards, they could do flips and twists, they could jump off the ramp, they could do everything. I hated them, they were sick. But I learned that I wasn't the best at that. So I went on to become the best at something else. I joined the Marine Corps. When I got out of the Marine Corps, I had 3 cousins that lived in Colorado. And they said, well, come on up here and stay with us and we can do some skiing. I'm thinking, okay, well, that's cool, yeah. I go up there, and I learned right away that there are differences between snow skiing and water skiing. For instance, when you're snow skiing, you can come to a stop, take in this magnificent view, breathe in the brisk mountain air. Folks, if you're water skiing and you come to a stop, take in the view and breathe in the air, you are going to crash. It's that simple. But one thing I did learn is you pay attention to where you're skiing. You see, I never got to go with my cousins because the job I got was a graveyard shift. And they would always go after work or on the weekends, and I worked Wednesday through Sunday. So I never got to go with them. Finally, a holiday came up that I was off. They were off, and we all went skiing. I'm thinking, whoa, this is a great moment, because they were great skiers. I really love skiing with them. But they weren't the pros that I thought they were. We went up on the slopes. I got off the lift and did not eat snow. I actually stayed up. I felt proud I'd accomplished that. Not near as proud as skiing with my cousins. We go past this one run, and it was obviously very simple because the little kids were doing it. We go past another. We come up on this one run. Now we've got our skis on, basically ready to go, and these guys start their man talking. Jack says, I am going to shoot that mole. When I come out the other side, I'm going to look like a rocket. Well, Jim, his older brother, not to be outdone, he says, when I cross over that second mogul, I'm going to catch so much air, I'm going to be halfway down the mountain before I touch again. Of course, Harold, he said, I'm going to break the record on how fast I can get down the mountain. And I'm taking all this in. I'm an amateur, okay? I'm thinking, I get to ski with my cousins. I'll be lovely. And I'm double checking my bindings are good. I got my poles on. My goggles aren't fogging up. I'm feeling good. And it got quiet. And I thought, okay, it's time to go. These guys are great. I need to go first so that I don't keep them waiting for me at the bottom so long. So off I go. Let me clue you in on something here. Man talk means if I was good enough, this is what I would do. But we're not going to ski on this slope. So as I'm going over, I hear in unison, in harmony, 3 male voices. Angelic choir. No! You've heard that you can't think of 2 thoughts at one time. That's a lot. Because as I'm thinking, why are they saying no? I'm also thinking, I didn't know ski runs went straight down. much snow as I can carve, and I barely missed that last tree, and I'm thinking, whoa, me man! And I hit that mobile mountain, and I caught air. What do I do now? I can't stop. And I look up, and it's nothing but trees. And I crashed through these trees. I thought it would never stop. And I must have blanked out or something, because I finally came to myself. And I hear off in the distance voices calling my name. And I open my eyes, and I see this bright white light. It's the sun trying to shine through the snow. I'm buried in snow. So I shovel it all off of me, and I'm laying there thinking, what just happened? And I hear the voices again, and I realize, oh, those are my cousins. They want to know if I'm okay. And it comes back to me. If you crash and burn, and people are hollering at you, you wave your pole to make sure you're all right. So I'm thinking, am I all right? I did a physical check on my body real quick, man. And I thought, yeah, so I started waving my pole. And I thought, wow, this pole is heavy. And I look up and I'm holding a tree limb. Look at this hand. Where's my pole? I finally came to myself. I got my poles. I stood up. I'm thinking, whoo, I survived that. And then terror took hold of my body. I was still at the top of the run. And I had to get down. And 3 hours later, I made it. I was so proud to ski with my cousin. And I learned that day that pride truly does come before.